I'm Christine Persichetti with this current news update. Tropical storm Grace dumping several inches of rain on Haiti and is now threatening landslides. That's just one of the challenges for rescue workers and survivors. After this weekend's 7.2 magnitude quake killed more than 1,400. Tens of thousands more are reported homeless, and hospitals have been pushed to capacity. Some have even been forced to turn people away. Meanwhile, so many churches have been destroyed. Some Haitian towns report not a single place of worship left standing. Now, one charity here in the Diocese of Brooklyn is preparing to help, just like they did after Hurricane Matthew in 2016.
The request came one after the other. And we repaired, let's see, about 12 churches. We replaced 12 roofs, in a month.
The nonprofit From Here to Haiti formed right after the last big earthquake in 2010 to rebuild churches because they're places of refuge and so important to the Haitian people.
The church is where everybody runs, regardless of your religion, regardless of what's happening. Everybody goes to the church because that's the biggest, it's the largest structure in the village.
Some of the churches the organization repaired the last time around have now been destroyed. The charity plans to hold a fundraising gala in November to raise money, then head to Haiti to rebuild. Several Catholic and other relief organizations are already on the ground in Haiti. If you'd like to donate to their efforts, you can find out how at netny.tv/Haiti Relief. Meanwhile, in Afghanistan, Catholic refugee agencies are calling on the British government to provide safe passage for asylum seekers from the UK. This as thousands of Afghans continue to flee their country in the wake of the Taliban's takeover. Reports describe extremists executing people suspected of working with NATO and other international forces. Even Jesuit priests are evacuating, saying their mission in Afghanistan has been suspended indefinitely. Pope Francis has moved 10 sisters of St. Elizabeth in Poland one step closer to sainthood. The Holy Father recognizing their martyrdom during World War II. Currents News' Jessica Easthope has their story.
It's a recognition they weren't given in their lifetime. These 10 nuns are now blesseds, killed by Soviet soldiers in Poland during the last months of World War II.
The Soviets were brutal, many times more brutal than the Nazis. And it's a great gift to the church to have the witness of these women finally recognized.
This summer, the group of Sisters of St. Elizabeth were cleared for beatification. Monsignor Thomas Michalski said the women showed immense bravery. They died protecting each other and children as they faced rape and brutal torture.
It shows the depth of their faith, that there was nothing that was going to shake their faith in the Lord, that even if it meant their life.
There aren't many pictures of the women because, sadly, their story isn't uncommon. In 1945, as the Nazi Party was moving out, the Soviet army was moving in, and more than 100 nuns were killed by Soviet soldiers. Monsignor Michalski says a communist regime was part of everyday life when he lived in Poland, more than 40 years later.
Be it a priest or a consecrated religious in Poland, the authorities made that very difficult for you.
But the sisters' courage and faith can still resonate among Catholics today.
Ask their intercession. I mean, we never know when God's going to use, through their intercession, that occasion to work a miracle in someone's lives.
Monsignor Michalski says, like a miracle, a moment of bravery can happen when you least expect it. In Bayside, Jessica Easthope, Currents News.
As the Delta variant sweeps the U.S., health experts are expected to recommend booster shots for all Americans. The plan, which is still being developed, would encourage everyone, regardless of age, to receive a third shot 8 months after their second dose of Pfizer or Moderna. It comes as New York City launches its Key to NYC vaccine mandate. It requires proof of vaccination for indoor dining, fitness, and entertainment venues. That is this Currents News update. The newscast will be back to its full length this fall when we move to our new studio. I'm Christine Persichetti. Thank you for joining us because we are putting your faith in the news.